Welcome to W Total Fitness Method. Week 1, Class 1. Let's start with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your hands onto your belly. Deep breath. Feeling on the inhale the expansion of the belly. Exhale, bringing the navel all the way to your spine. Feeling your feet grounding. Soften your knees. Relax your shoulders. Keep the nice deep breath going. Let go of your arms. Bring your arms all the way up. Drop your shoulders, gazes up. And scoop all the way down as you bend your knees and you bring your chest all the way into your thighs. So you're going to inhale, arms go all the way up. And exhale, bring it all the way down. Release and relax. Breath is getting deeper. You're going to rotate your spine to the right. Bring your hands all the way down, reaching down towards the floor and bringing your torso to the other side. And then you come up. Repeat on the other side. Bring it all the way down. Fingertips are brushing on the floor if that's possible. If not possible, it's okay. You always rotate your spine to one side or the other before you start the movement. And finally, bring yourself back to center. Flex your wrists, drop your shoulders. Keep your knees nice and soft. Bring your chin onto your chest and just rub the ear on the right side, releasing any tension on your neck. Keep the breath going. And just switch to the other side. Chin to chest, rubbing the ear towards your shoulder. Make sure everything is nice and relaxed. Bring yourself back to center. Pinch your fingers. Point them up towards the skies. And do the same movement with your head. Chin to chest, rubbing the ear on the same shoulder. And then you're going to the other side and do the same thing. Keep your breath going. Relax your arms and one more time, scoop down right in front of you. Bring it all the way up as if you were waterfalling. All the energy you gather all the way down when you bring your arms up and let them drop like waterfalls. And now bring all the way to the center, decompressing the energy. You're going to just loosen up your spine, let your arms just go nice and heavy. You allow your front hand to tap right under, below your belly button. And the hand on the back is tapping on your lower back. Those are energetic points of your body. Bring your arms all the way up. And just spread your hands all over your body. First, you're going all the way up with your hands. And you just bring them to your neck all the way up. So now palms of the hands go on the back of your neck, through the neck, on the sides of your body. Keep going all the way on the back of your legs and you bring them up on the inside of your legs. You're activating all your energetic points and meridians by doing this. Besides being a nice act of self-massage, self-love. So you bring your hands on the side, on the back of your legs, and you come back on the inside of the legs and bring the arms all the way up, renewing the energy. So one more time. The hands go on the back of the neck and the front of the neck. Slide them all the way through the body. They go down on the back of the legs and come in on the inside of the legs, activating all your energetic points. Inhale, arms go all the way up. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Bend your knees. Let's start with your breath. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Chest going all the way to the thighs. You bend your knees when you bring yourself down again. Swing your body nice and free. Inhale, renewal. Exhale, everything that does not serve you. Inhale, good things. Exhale, anxiety, stress, tension. You're going to walk yourself to the back of the mat now, and we're going to do a little warm-up through yoga flows. Bring your shoulders all the way to the back. Give yourself a couple shoulder rolls. Bring your arms all the way up. Bring the palms of the hands together. And you're going on to your back arch. That's a very energizing pose. Chest is lifted, shoulders are down. Palms of the hands together, bring them to your heart center. Bring yourself onto your chair, weight on the heels. Toes are up and off the mat. And finally, bring yourself to your forward fold. Bend your knees and stretch for the count of 4. Loosening up your legs, stretching the back of your legs. Bring yourself into a half lift. And then go all the way down one more time. Bend your knees and roll up, unfurling your spine. Arms come up again. You're going onto your back arch. Chest is lifted. Drop your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come together right on your chest. Sit on your chair. Weight completely on the heels. Using glutes, hamstrings. Come down to forward fold. Bend and stretch your knees a couple of times. And slowly roll up, unfurling the spine. Inhale with the arms one more time. Back arch. Don't move your pelvis when you do back arch. And now you're going to swan dive forward and walk your hands all the way to the front of the mat. Modify plank for now. Knees down on the floor, wrists right under the shoulders. Make sure your hips are nice and soft. Shoulders are nice and soft. Bend your elbows, bring yourself down. Now just lift your chest slightly off the floor. Make sure it's just the chest. Your neck is relaxed. Your hips are relaxed. If you would like to go a little higher, then you can bring the palms down. Press against the palms of the hands. Don't lock your elbows. And while you're there, just look over each shoulder and come down one more time. Tuck your toes under. Bring yourself onto a downward facing dog. Pressing on the heels of your hands, sending your chest towards your thigh bones. Melting your heels onto the floor. Walk your hands to your feet and slowly roll up. Inhale one more time. Palms of the hands together. Chest is lifted. Swan dive all the way down. Keep your legs extended. Weight on the toes and balls of the feet. Flat back. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Align yourself, wrists and shoulders, hips aligned with shoulder blades. Come down slowly onto full Chaturanga Dandasana if it's available for you. Otherwise, keep your knees going down, kissing the mat to assist you going down. You can just go halfway with that chest, so come to upper facing dog. Transitioning onto downward facing dog. Relax the shoulders, the neck. Walk back, unfurl the spine slowly. Head is the last part of the body to be up. One more time, bring your arms all the way up and arch. Inhale, exhale, swan dive all the way down. Relax the neck and the shoulders, flat back. And come all the way down. Walk your hands forward. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Your hips must be able to stay up. And you can just take your chest off the floor using the back extensor muscles, or you can press your hands as long as you can keep your shoulders away from the ears. And bring to your downward facing dog and walk your hands to your feet. Slowly roll up. Walk towards the center of the mat. We're warm enough that we can start hopping if that is okay with your body. So go through your regular flow and then you can hop your feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana, or just keep walking them back and forth. It's okay. Bring it back to downward facing dog. And then jump forward. Slowly bring it up again. So the hopping is completely optional. You can keep step your feet back and forth. You don't have to hop at all. It's just for those who would like to kick up a notch on their workout routine. Downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Let's lift one leg all the way up, and that knee is coming towards the same elbow. Now you can do this movement also placing the knee down to the floor of that leg that is your support leg now, and just bringing that knee to elbow. You're activating the obliques the same way. You're just working a little harder if you are doing this way. Hold for the count of 8. And bring the leg all the way up. Stretch. Bring the leg down. Breathe. Same thing on the other leg. Stretch all the way up as much as you can. Inhale, exhale. Bring same knee to same elbow. Notice that I actually rock myself all the way forward, using my arms, using my wrists, using my core. Make sure your body is completely engaged. Don't leave your hips up there. So you count for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg goes up and down. Hop up. Slowly roll up. We're going to step away from the mat and start nice movement. Now the cardio part of the class is starting. So I'm just step touching from side to side. My arms are nice and loose. And then move to your marching. Keep your breathing. Right now your heart rate is up. You just keep marching. All the movements need to have a purpose. Your body's fully engaged. Now we're going to reach opposite elbow to opposite knee to awaken your peripheral nervous system. Helps with focus and concentration. Inhale and exhale. Stay in one side for the count of 8. And go to the other side for the count of 8. Feel your obliques engaging. And let's stretch the sides of the body. Keep that touching. Touch the floor with that foot. Lift and touch. Now you're going across. Notice that I'm turning my torso to the direction I'm going. Bring 2 hamstring curls, heels to glutes, arms going nice and vigorous. You go back to your march. Breathe. And we're going for lateral movements, going from side to side. Step touch, step touch. Use your space, travel far. Let your body loose. Enjoy, have fun. Stay in one leg only for the tapping. 8 on the side. And 8 on the back. And now we're alternating side and back. Side and back for the count of 8. Back to your march. Now you're warm enough that you can take to a jog. Go ahead and jog if your body feels good doing it. Otherwise, stay in your march. We're going to the other side with the tapping now. 8 on the side. And 8 on the back. Alternating side and back. 8 sets. Now notice that I'm doing this movement with my arms, opening up the chest as you tap to the sides. That is a modification for jumping jacks, or you go straight to jumping jacks. Back to your march, back to your jog. Now you're going out, and in. I usually go for 8 slow, and you can keep going slow. And you're going to speed it up. And that involves a little bit of impact, so you can stay in that first movement in the modification. When I speed it up, I go for 2 sets of 8. Back to the march or the jog. Get ready, we're doing the other side, starting with the other leg. So first you go slow, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. For the count of 8, and then you go faster. And when you go faster, these are 2 sets of 8. Back to your jog or your march. Keep the breath nice and fluid. Now, you can hop or you can just lift the knee to the opposite elbow. I chose to hop because at this point we're pretty warm to do it. Now I'm doing single, single, double with the hop. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. You can just keep yourself on the floor and just keep bringing those knees to opposite elbows. We're going for some bar movements now. Open your feet in Pilates V, heels together, toes out. As you plie, your knees are going out. Your tailbone is coming all the way down to the floor. Do not move your pelvis. Your arms are engaged but nice and soft. Bring your arms all the way up. Stay in your plie for the pulsing. The pulsing is really precise and controlled. So keep your muscles engaged the entire time you're pulsing. Stop your pulsing. What I'm doing now, I am flexing my spine and bringing to a standing position as I close my arms as if I'm hugging a tree. So the breathing go, inhale and exhale, back to the pulsing now. Tailbone going down towards the floor, shoulders are nice and relaxed, and this is an option as well. Little sautés with the feet nice and soft. You land like you have springs on the soles of your feet, allowing your knees to bend, allowing your joints to be nice and active. And back to the step touch. Now I'm placing one foot a little bit forward. Back to the jumping jacks. These are all great aerobics movements that are sure to bring your heart rate up. And go for your pliés now in second position or sumo squat position. Toes out. Ground your feet. Press against the soles of your feet and your heels, especially when you're coming up. When you pulse, make sure your arms have the palms facing down towards the floor. And you're pulsing, keeping your muscles engaged the entire time. Breathe. Now we're doing some fun movement here, bringing the elbows into the center of the body and bringing to an accent. So you're just bringing from side to side to the tune of the music. Now I'm bringing arms up and down and down, across the body, up and down, going across the body, up and down. Now, you're just moving your torso, kind of making like a circle in the air as you bend your knees. So you're going from side to side through the center. Take a nice inhale. We're going for our squats. So you're sitting on that imaginary chair, bringing your arms all the way up Check when I turn to the side. I really go into my glutes, my hamstrings, activating my quads. And then you just go a little faster, making sure you have your toes facing forward, your knees are facing forward. Really attentive to your form. This time we're going to hop a little bit of a high intensity exercises. You don't have to hop. You can just reach up and down, or you can keep the hop going, reaching as far as you can to reach to the floor. And then from here, we're just going to do a speed punch from side to side, bringing that energy all the way into your heart. And then you pick a side, going diagonally up and down for the count of 4. And we switch, going up and down with that speed punch. Going from side to side, just opening the chest, bringing the elbows together. Breathe. We're starting to slow down. Let's end with the elbows in the center. Bring your arms all the way up and keep the marching or the step touch going. Going back onto your mat. Stepping that right foot all the way forward, finding your lunge. So notice that the back knee is going down towards the floor. Your fingertips are facing down towards the floor. Your torso remains nice and straight throughout the entire time. Bring that back knee down towards the mat. Keep the torso all the way nice and straight. Bend and stretch the knee. The back leg is the leg that is leading this whole movement. Notice that my front ankle, is aligned with my front knee the entire time. Now I'm going to pulse, bringing back knee down towards the mat. Keep the pulse going. I usually do 2 sets of 8 when I am in lunge pulsing. Bring your hands all the way down. You are in 3-point balance. You're just going to do single leg stretches of single leg squats from there. So you bend both knees and you stretch that leg all the way up. Walk yourself onto a low lunge. Have the knee aligned with the ankle in that front leg. Look, it's one straight line. And just unfurl your arm towards one direction. Bring that hand down. Go onto your plank as a transition. Walk your hands towards your feet one more time and slowly roll up. From here, we're going to step the left leg all the way forward. Find your balance. Keep your back heel off the floor the entire time. Front knee going forward. Fingertips pointing down. And you're going up and down with that back leg, leading the entire movement. Torso remains nice and straight. So notice that I don't go past my toes with that front knee. Bring your arms up and do the pulsing, focusing on the back leg, back knee going down towards the floor. Two sets of 8. Bring your hands all the way forward and just do your single leg squats. So down and up, down and up. You're going to do 8 of them. Breathe. Walk to your low lunge. Knee aligned with the ankle. Unfurl your arm all the way up. Open your chest. You're looking towards those fingertips. They're up towards the skies. And from here, just bring to your plank one more time. Make sure you have those shoulders aligned with the wrists. Your hips are not sinking. Your head is not dropping. Everything is in balance. And you're going to bring yourself to your child's pose. Hips towards your heels as much as you can. Moving on to your forearm plank. Breathe. Feel your core nice and engaged. And if you can, you just rock forward and back, activating that core a little bit more, working on those muscles. And bring yourself to a seated position. Now this is going to be all about core engagement. Your feet are nice and parallel, growing taller through your spine. Bring your arms as Dream as Genie in front of your chest. Bring your navel to your spine and just do little pulses towards the back. So notice that I do not change the shape of my spine. It's nice and rounded, and I support that by bringing my navel to the spine the entire time. You're going to feel a burn on your ab muscles. That's the goal here, to engage your abs as much as you can. Bring your arms nice and parallel. Your spine is back to a nice straight spine. You're going to bring yourself down really slowly to that same position. So you're just leaned back and your core is completely supporting your back. So notice now that I'm rowing with my elbows, reaching on the sides of the body, activating my obliques, really working on strengthening on those muscles. You're going to roll down to the mat nice and slow. Take a moment to connect with the mat. So you must have a neutral spine, little gap between your lower back and the mat, and that's it. Shoulders away from the ears, relax your neck. Bring your arms all the way over your head. Inhale, we're going for roll up. So make sure your legs are number 11, nice and active. And notice that I started to lift my arms up, and then I bring my navel to your spine. And there I have a scoop going right in between my arms and my legs to allow my spine to keep rounding. So reaching towards the feet is not really the goal here. The goal is to lengthen the spine, stretch the spine, engaging the abs. Make sure you keep that navel going into the spine the entire time. Go down, bring the arms all the way overhead, nice stretch. Bring your navel to your spine and roll yourself up. If this is too hard, you can always place the arms on the floor and give it a little push. Your legs are coming into tabletop position, arms perpendicular, and you're going to lift your shoulder blades if your body allows. Going for single leg stretches. So you bring one hand to the opposite knee, and you make sure that your knees are nice and straight throughout the exercise. 2 sets of 8. Bring yourself up, balance. 2 ways to do rolling like a ball. I have my knees separated now, and now I have my legs completely together. Inhale on the way back and exhale forward. So notice that the shape of my spine will not change throughout the exercise. If you are thumping going towards the floor, it's because you're losing your rounded shape on this ball. So keep the navel going to your spine. Coordinate with your breath. Try to find your balance. Inhale, exhale. This is going to be your exhale all the way into the center. And then inhale towards the outside of the center. So you're growing away from the center, and on the exhale you bring it all in. You can do this with your head completely on the floor, or you can lift your shoulders and keep your shoulders up throughout the exercise. Bring your knees onto your chest, imprint your spine, connect with the mat, legs going down. Bringing the right leg all the way up, give it a nice stretch, point and flex your toes a couple of times. Bring your hands on the sides of your body and you're going for leg hip circles. So now make sure you have your hips completely quiet. The goal here is to stabilize your hips. So I always have my index fingers on top of my hip bones to serve as a guide so I can feel what's going on with my body. When you bring your leg across, you inhale, and when you go on the outside, you exhale. And you do 8 times in each direction. Bring your knee all the way into your chest. You're going to twist your spine, so allow the leg to fall over the body. You're looking the opposite direction. Inhale, exhale. You're going to bring the other leg up and stretch, flex your foot. Point and flex your toes. Have your arms alongside your body and start bringing the leg all the way across the body. Inhale, exhale, leg goes all the way around. Make sure you keep your hips nice and quiet. Inhale when you cross the leg. Exhale when you open up. Keep your breath nice and fluid. Don't hold your breath. And release the leg and go into the opposite direction. Really feeling on that hip socket. You're lubricating that joint right now. Bringing all of the fluids that are necessary to keep the joint functional and healthy. You're going for your side stretch, your spinal twist, leg goes across the body, you look in the opposite direction. And from here, bringing your hands behind your neck, keep your head completely supported, and I'm trying to reach my shoulders to my knees. Stretch the leg, going into your bicycles, and from here, position yourself in the side of your body. I have my right side down. Your head is supported by your arms. Your other hand is in front of your chest for support. Pick up both legs, flex your feet, and I'm doing flutter kicks. So you go for 2 sets of 8. Pretending that you're walking. Open your feet into Pilates V. Tuck your toes at the bottom foot under. And you're going to start drawing your rainbow. You're going back and forth 10 times. Keeping those hips nice and stacked. So you don't move, you don't let your body rock forward and back. And you're going for your passes now. So legs together. Développé on the legs. You just slide that foot through the knee and stretch. Meanwhile, my torso is quiet. My hips remain stacked, and then you just reverse the movement. Leg goes up, bend your knee, slide the leg down. Leg goes up, bend your knee, slide the leg down. Bring both feet up. Tiny circles on the top leg. 8 in one direction and 8 the opposite direction. Always making sure that your hips are nice and stable. Bring it down. We're going for some side plank. So you have 2 options. Keeping your knees down. And then when you thread that arm under, it's just the torso that is rotating. Or you can bring both legs extended. Bring the arm all the way up. And rotate the spine. Threading that arm under. Inhale up, exhale down. You can also do this with the hand on the floor. I decided to do it with my forearm, but you can kick it up a notch and just bring your arm all the way up so your hand is on the floor. Let's start everything on the other side. Make sure you have everything nice and aligned. Your head is relaxed onto your arm. And we're doing our flutter kicks right now. 2 sets of 8. The hand right in front of your chest is for support and balance. Tuck the toes under of the bottom foot and draw your rainbow with that top leg. You're going 10 times back and forth. Bring to your passes. Slide that foot through the leg. Stretch the leg and going on the opposite direction in 2. Bring both feet off the mat. Tiny circles on the top leg. 8 in one direction and 8 on the opposite direction. Bring yourself to your side plank, forearm on the floor, or you can place your hand depending on your level of strength. You can stay on your knees or you can extend your legs. Really focusing right now on threading the needle under, but you are focusing on your spine. Notice that my hips will not move. It's just the torso. Bring yourself down onto the mat. Tuck your toes under just to position your legs, align your body, elbows back, relax your shoulders, engage your back muscles. You're just going to lift your chest slightly off the mat. Do not lift your neck. Do not put any strain on your neck. Arms going overhead and you are swimming. Going for 2 counts of 8. Really engaging the muscles on your body. From there, bring yourself onto your child's pose. Arms extended right in front of you. You breathe. Bring your hips into your heels. Open your stance with your knees all the way to the edges of the mat. And from here, walk your hands a little bit forward. You're flattening your spine, elongating your spine. This is a position for the heart, Anahata Asana. And now we're going to stretch our shoulders, bringing one arm under. Staying there for a little bit. Bring that hand back right in front of you and thread the other arm under. Bring your hands back to center, all over your head. Feel that beautiful stretch on your chest. Your heart is dropping towards the mat. And slowly bring yourself into a seated position. Legs are going to be extended right in front of you. Bring your arms all the way up and reach towards your feet this time. Feel the stretch on the back of your legs. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Feel the stretch on your lower back as well. Bring your arms all the way up one more time. We're just going to bring ourselves to hands and knees. Wrists right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. On the inhale, you bring the tailbone all the way up, stretching the chest. And then you flex your spine, bringing the navel all the way to your spine. Inhale and exhale when you flex. Extend your leg all the way up and the opposite arm, and you just count for 10 on each side. Make sure your hips stay down towards the mat. Breathe. Bring yourself to a seated position. You're just going to allow your body to take it all in. Bring one hand up and going down through the center of your body. Anjali Mudra, prayer position with the hands. Inhale. Bring your arms all the way up and forward. allowing a nice stretch onto your lower back, allowing your sits bones to just melt onto the mat. Slowly bring yourself up. Palms of the hands facing up towards the skies. Drop your shoulders. Meditative gaze. Inhale and exhale. Stay in this position for a couple of minutes in gratitude for a healthy body, renewal of the cells. Bring your hands to heart center and finish your W Total Fitness practice for today.